Hey YouTube,
Hello,
it's Jimmy and
Millie.
with Boots and Bows Outdoors, and Rusty you can see walking there in the front. Peanut's hiding behind Millie.
And the parrots are in the background cawing and cawing.
Yeah, so we'll have to put up with that for a little bit, but
Sorry.
I've seen worse. All right, so I'm going to let Millie tell you about this.
We're doing an unboxing today, and we are unboxing my... Oh, thank you, dear. We are unboxing my Christmas gift from my children, our children.
Yeah, I think I had something to do with it.
Something to do with it. And I was quite surprised. I had absolutely no idea. It is for the cabin, and our plan was to do this video at the cabin. But honestly, I think it'll be easier for us to unbox and show you here because we have some other plans of what to do with it at the cabin.
And we're not at the cabin.
And we're not at the cabin, yes. It's been a crazy couple of months.
Yeah, we hadn't been able to make it up there, and we were actually kind of thinking of this weekend, but then I got a head cold, and it turned out that our youngest granddaughter's first birthday party was yesterday.
I thought it was next week. So I'm really glad, I'm not glad Jim got sick. And I'm having an allergy reaction, so I don't have what he has, but I'm still all nasally. Anyway, this is a portable washing machine. And the reason the kids got it for us for the cabin was that it plugs into, so it needs some sort of power source, and we do have electricity in the cabin, but you do not need a water source, like to hook to it. You have to put water in it. And since our water is not hooked up, and since the grandkids are now starting to come up to the cabin more, and I think they feel like having a way to wash the messes that the grandkids make, this was a really good gift. And I'm really excited about it. So let me tell you what it is. It is a Zeny. I guess that's how you say that. And wait, I looked it up.
There's a sticker on the front, but it's Z-E-N-Y.
Z-E-N-Y. And they bought it from Amazon, and the one I found when I looked it up on Amazon, the same exact one, goes for $171.99, and there is a coupon right now, so it's an extra $9. And it does say a delivery fee. I don't know if the kids had to pay a delivery fee, and that was only $29.99, so that wasn't horrible. And as far as reviews go, it did get 4 out of 5 stars. And I will look those up for you right now so you know what the deal is. It says it weighs 34 pounds. I'm not sure if it weighs that much.
The dimensions, just so you know, are 27.17 inches by 16.14 inches by 30.32 inches.
All right, so the reviews say works better than I thought. I highly recommend it. I love my Zeny or Zeny. Another one who gave it 4 stars, those were both 5 stars, said it was a portable beast. And then a person who gave it 1 star said, this is a cautionary tale. Don't purchase. She says it's very heavy, not maneuverable. I disagree. Like in the box, I can maneuver it. Too many water fill-ups, and we will talk about the water fill-ups. There are quite a few water fill-ups, but it all depends on exactly what you're doing washing-wise. And then she says that after the spin cycle, clothes are very wrinkled.
They always are.
Well, they always are when they come out the washing machine. So this doesn't have a portable dryer built in, but it has a spin cycle. It's kind of separated. And a lot of people that I looked on TikTok, I looked on YouTube, and different people said, I asked, and they said that the clothes came out decently dry out of the spin cycle and just had to be hung up for a little while. So
I mean, this is for the camp. It's not our everyday washer that we use here for our clothes. It's, you know, it's.
But what could other people use it for who don't have a camp?
Well, imagine if you're a single person and you only have to wash a few things at a time. It probably would be good for that.
Maybe.
Or even a couple like us, if we just, we're up on laundry and, just would do every now and then. It would probably be good if you're living in a studio apartment or something like that.
Right. Or what about a dorm? If you have a decent sized dorm,
maybe
this might be worth it than spending money on a washing machine card.
Yeah.
So those are some suggestions. If you're totally off grid, you could this would be a great alternative. You do need a power source, but a lot of people use solar
and generator.
And
it probably doesn't draw that much. I don't know. I haven't looked at the specs on it, but
all right.
So anyway, let's go ahead with the unboxing.
Yes.
Oh my God! Styrofoam!
Jim loves styrofoam. He likes to shoot his air guns at it.
This is what it looks like in the box.
It came very well packaged, and the box itself came in really good condition. Remember now, we've been sliding it from room to room since December 25th.
Yeah.
So
it's in the way here. We'll move it here. It's over here.
And then it was in the back of Jim's truck, like in the cab part.
Yeah, on the back seat, taking up room. And I couldn't see out the back window. Actually, I got to a point where it was like, okay, we're not bringing it to the camp this weekend.
It's got to come out.
It's got to come out. I can't see.
So it's been riding around, and you can see the box held up well.
All right.
There's another styrofoam piece.
All right, I'm going to try and lift. Millie's going to slide the box out. Oh, this is white.
Yes. Okay, so let's see.
I mean, imagine
Make
if you're
we have everything out the bottom. We do.
know.
All right.
An invalid, or you're not a very large person. I'm going to leave this on for now for transport.
Because we still have to bring it to the camp.
So yeah, I'm going to leave the plastic on for now.
So
but
it does have. Here's the plug. It's a 3-prong plug. And this is the water, like the drain. You got to take it off of this thing and put it somewhere to drain. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory with that. Now, supposedly,
you can see inside the spin basket, and then I would imagine this is where you would put water in.
okay, and yeah, this is the wash side, and that's the spin side.
Oh, that's the spin or the water side?
No, that's the spin side.
Oh, you got to take it out and spin.
So the water goes in here. That's the tube. So if you have a way to hook up to water, you can hook this tube to your washing machine, and I guess you could put look under the faucet in the bathroom, because that's actually where I was just gonna go. It's gonna go in the bathroom at the other camp, at the Mississippi Ponderosa for the time being.
And it comes with one of these.
That goes in the spin thing. It's to keep the clothes there.
Oh, okay.
I did read the instructions. Let me warn you.
This has 2 water inlets.
Oh, I guess if you want to rinse in here, but I'm not
or
sure.
a hot and a cold.
I don't think so. I'd have to look at the instructions. And we will because we're going to move this to our bathroom to do the demonstration. There is a timer for the washing, so you select your
These
time.
do open independently of one another.
Yeah. They're just the sticky stuff. Uh-oh. Wait.
Rusty, stay. Door popped open.
Okay. There's a washing machine timer, so a washing cycle time, and they do give you a graph in the instruction manual that you can go by as to how many minutes you should wash something, depending on the materials you're washing. And then also the type of cycle you want for washing, and then this is the spin. How many minutes you want to spin. This might be for the spinning. I'll have to look again. Like how much you want it to, drain. So how much you want it to spin. I don't know. I have to look this up. It's in here. Let me warn you.
That may be your wash if you want to soft, like for delicates.
Timer, yes, that's what that is.
And then
wash,
normal
drain,
wash, and
switch.
then to drain it.
So yeah, if you want to drain, all right. And then this. Okay.
And then
the instructions are written in English, and being a 50-plus-year-old person, I can't read them. They're so tiny. So I did have to go borrow some glasses. They're also not written very grammatically correct. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they would just because this is made in China, so obviously somebody who is not a native English speaker probably translated them from Chinese to English.
for example, it says, put in the washings. When water volume insufficiency, period. Invites the makeup water, period. So if you don't have enough water, add more. But okay, so you have to kind of decipher these instructions. Not horrible though. All right, so I think I read somewhere that it takes like maximum takes 6 gallons of water. We have some towels that need to be washed because we have decided that for the two of us at the camp, the things we would want to wash there would be towels and sheets that don't need to come back home and go back and forth. As far as our clothing goes, that's just easy enough to bring home and wash because we would have to bring it home anyway. But the towels and sheets stay there if we don't have to wash them. So we're going to do a sample load of towels, and we'll let you know how it goes. So we're going to stop right now. To what? Towels?
2 towels.
We're going to actually do a few more than that.
We could do some wash rags too.
Wash rag. Yeah, he was out of wash rags this morning to take a shower. All right. Well, you know, when people aren't feeling well, they just don't do their daily jobs.
Yeah, I know. I've been sick. I can't get to the laundry.
It's okay.
I do the laundry. I do the cooking. I do just about everything.
Because he's home.
Yeah, all she does is work. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her.
Work a couple of jobs. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to come back to you with the washing machine in the bathroom. And we will set it going. And then we will pause while it's washing and draining and everything. And we will come back and give you, when we change over from the washer to the spin. And then we will take a break. And then we'll bring you back when the spin cycle's done. And you can see how the towels come out. The other thing we want to see is, I guess, nowhere does it say anything about putting in softener. And we do liquid softener. So I'm going to put liquid softener in maybe this side. And we want to see how stiff the towels are when they come out of the spinner and if they have to just dry for a little while. Because that makes a difference to us. I'm sure we could put a dryer sheet in there too, but we don't have any.
I don't know. But anyway, the only thing I'm looking at is the spin side. The volume is about half
you might have to take
of the wash side, so you might only be able to spin 1 or 2 things at a time.
The things I read, because you need to leave room on this side for the washing action, that most everything fits, but if you had a really large load, then you had to divide it in half. So I don't know. We'll see. Because we're going to put a full load of towels in here and wash rags. Okay, would you stop?
I don't know how it fits. It doesn't make any sense.
Does it go on top?
I don't think so.
We'll try.
No, it doesn't fit.
I'll find where it fits. I'll read the directions.
Rusty, you want to chew this up?
No.
Okay.
You chews everything up.
Because it really doesn't fit down in here.
It is the inner lid for dewatering. Dewatering.
So I guess it fits like this.
Like on top the clothes, yeah.
And then you put this down. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, and we do have a filter thing over here for that. It came with a filter for the spin cycle.
I feel defeated.
Maybe it goes, yeah, it goes over it that way.
I don't think so.
Well.
All right, I guess I'm going to have to read the instructions.
Yeah. All right.
I thought it maybe would have come.
Maybe that's it.
But then you got this, so that doesn't make sense.
No, doesn't go on here.
Doesn't
All
go
right,
in there.
I can
All
go
right.
to my handy dandy directions. Oh, they have it going in this. What is this? After wash, in the process of washing, you must use filter. Need to clean up every time after using. Take off the filter. Do you see another compartment that might have a filter? Wait, don't open up backs. Let me see if I can go to the drain.
I'm going to
base,
spin it around so I
back.
can look at it from the front.
Top frame, power cord, spin timer, cover, spin tube. That was the name of the parts, and there was no filter in there. Look inside of there and look on the side.
Aha!
You found it?
Yeah. So at least something that looked like the picture.
Okay, wait, it was over here. Yeah, I don't know. You found it?
Well, this comes out. So I'm guessing this.
Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, so the filter's in the washing machine part. For troubleshooting, it does tell you, clean up the clothing and takes out the coin. So make sure you empty your pockets. Buckles the button, pulls the zipper. So zip things up.
All right, I'm going to get the camera to show you in here with this. This is inside the washer.
And that is also supposed to be like your levels.
And this is the filter. You have to push down on here. I'm not sure if I'm getting it. I can't see. Hold on. Okay. So this is the washer. This is where the filter goes. And then you push down on this tab. Try it left-handed. There we go. And then the filter's in there. And then that snaps in like so. That's the bottom of the washer. This is the spinner side.
Okay, so we are ready to fill. We have used the handy dandy chart on the in the instructions to determine how many towels should be okay weight wise. That was one.
No, that's how many towels.
No. Two.
We're kind of full.
And yeah. Do one more towel and then some wash rags since you're short on wash rags. 3. I measured that we could do 4 towels, but let's not overload it. I have a tendency to overload things. Just do a few so we have clean wash rags.
I'll do 4 towels and 4 wash rags.
We did 3 towels and 4 wash rags.
Well, that's what I said.
Okay. So now we have to fill up with water. We have estimated by the instructions that it is about 11 gallons of water.
Ah!
Oh yeah, you got that thing on. The shower was on. Alright, and he is using hot water, but of course it's going to come out cold and then it'll get hot.
So yeah.
By the time we're done, it'll be warm water. We know our water. We know how it works. We have an old house.
Alright.
Alright, so that's 1 gallon.
And we're full. No.
No, we're not. I think I read somewhere, like on a TikTok or something, that it was 6. Filled it up, but I don't know.
I guess it depends on how much clothes you have in there.
Everybody gets to see our gorgeous bathroom with our green tile and our pink tub.
It's so retro.
It is retro. I actually really, really, really love my green tile and my pink tub.
Hi, Rusty.
Believe it or not, Rusty is in here with us too, and we have a tiny bathroom. Alright, so that was 2 gallons. That's 3 gallons. Oh, I see the steam coming now. Oh, there must be a bandit outside. That's 4 gallons. How are we looking? Can't really tell.
About half.
All right. So this is 5 gallons. So this is the reason that I have decided that we need to keep the washing machine at the other cabin that has running water. And they have hot water and they have good drain. Because I can't see myself carrying this many gallons of water back and forth from our cabins. All right, what number are we on? This is 6?
I think so.
All right. This is 7. What do you think? One more?
Yeah.
Cover up those holes?
Yeah.
So 8 gallons.
Could probably do a 5-gallon bucket and a couple,
Do
3
4 and
things of that.
4. Yeah. But that's just a lot of weight and carrying.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about, but just for future reference for filling.
Right. All right. So we are full now. So now Jim's going to add, and we had decided there's no real instructions about fabric softener, so we're just going to go ahead and add it to the wash cycle.
We do about a half a thing of this.
Yeah, do half, because since it's small, I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of softener, which is probably not doing anything because we're washing it out. Alright. Because I'd want to put it in the rinse cycle, but if we put it in the rinse cycle, then it'll stay in your clothes. I don't know either. Alright, so now we are going to close the lid. We're all plugged in. We're on normal.
So we go to 15?
15. We're going to go to 15 minutes. So he's going to turn it all the way. Oh, it's already starting.
It quit.
I think it was just,
it
goes back and forth.
It's quiet.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, if it's in your bathroom or your dorm room, this isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to say, it's not going to be a 15-minute total process. We're going to be 15 minutes washing. Does it stop washing if you lift the lid? Oh no, it keeps going. Ooh, look how dirty our towels are. Right. So we're going to do 15-minute wash cycle, let it drain. Then we're going to do a 15-minute rinse cycle, and that's probably where we should add in the fabric softener. And then let that drain, and then we will move it over to spin, and we'll see how many fit. So that's 30 minutes right there. And I know plus the spin. And when I wash clothes in our washing machine on a normal cycle, it's 45 minutes. So maybe it might come out in less time. A little bit more work involved, though.
Yeah, especially with having the
for
filling.
Yeah.
If we had something that could just hook
See, we put it to
that
drain.
water inlet pipe up to the faucet,
That would make it easier.
and you could just turn on and then just fill to where you know about where it needs to be,
Right.
and you'd be done.
All right. Well, I think we should take a break now.
Yeah.
Let this finish, and we'll see you in a little
So
while.
now we have got washed clothes, or towels and wash rags, and it's time to do the drain, which is right here.
All right.
I'm gonna click that.
Oh, maybe if we had put it on drain. No, because you needed it on normal.
For the, and it's draining.
It is draining. Oh, it is draining. Look. I was worried about...
well, it's got feet.
But it has feet.
Yeah.
I was worried about the drain water going back up into the...
Well, I was kind of worried because it was a little cockeyed. Because of, tubs slant. That it was going to throw it up, but it doesn't seem to bother it.
No. Uh-oh. What is your dog doing?
Sounds like something with the food bowl. There's no telling.
All right. So now what we're going to do after it finishes draining, we are going to add 7 more gallons. It was 7, right?
Yeah.
7 more gallons of warm water or cold water at this point. It doesn't really matter.
Just do cold water rinse. I got to wait for it to finish draining. It's overcoming our plumbing.
Yeah, our plumbing is slow.
It's ancient.
Well, the whole house is ancient, so.
I think they put the plumbing in the 1800s and then built the house in 1956. Or 59, whatever.
59 it was built.
Yeah, 56 was the other house.
Oh, okay. So now he's going to refill with water, and then he is going to put it on rinse. Is there a rinse cycle? No, I guess you go back to normal.
Go back to normal
and then do another 15 minutes to rinse the clothes. We will add more softener this time.
We are?
I think so. I think we should.
Okay.
All right. So we will come back after the rinse cycle is finished in another 15 minutes.
All right. So I have
finished washing.
It's finished washing. We did the rinse. I drained it, which, by the way, you got to remember to drain it because I didn't remember that till a few minutes ago. So now we're going to put it into the spinner, which I don't know if we can get all of this in there.
Well, let's see. Let's see how much fits. All right, count it out. So that's 1 towel.
Yeah.
How come they always look so gross?
Okay, I'm going to recommend this.
Your head's in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. But kind of wringing it out a little bit.
Well, that's what the spinner's going to do.
Yeah, but it's kind of heavy and really damp. Okay, 1 towel.
Two towels.
2 towels.
So 2 towels fit. And we have the larger size towels, not the mini towels. All right.
Okay. Top down that.
All right. Now let me get a close up of this dial. So it's just minutes.
Right.
So we're going to go all the way to...
Go all the way to 5.
And now it's spinning.
And I left the drain on. I don't know if you need to, but you can see the water coming out.
Yeah. Oh, it's moving.
I got it. It probably wouldn't move on a flat surface.
Probably not. And remember, it is in our bathtub, so... I wonder, being towels are thicker, if we might need to do 2 spins.
I don't know.
We'll see how much water is still coming out at the end.
All right, it's 1 minute of spinning. Spinning pretty rapidly.
And the
test to see if it still spins if you open the lid.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That could be a safety concern. No,
oh,
it does stop.
Okay.
All right, cool. So if you have kids or something.
Right, right. Oh, the birds are really upset by this.
Yeah, well, they get upset by everything. Like Peanut.
Hi, Peanut. All right, should I pause while you spin?
Yes, yes, you can pause.
Okay. All right, so our 5 minutes of spinning is done. Oh, Okay.
Actually, they're quite wet.
Yeah?
Yeah, feel it.
Let me feel. Hold on. Oh, yeah. It's damp, but it's not bad. We're going to put them up on the shower curtain rod to dry, finish drying. Let's see. They are clean. Now that's a different color one.
Yeah. It's more of an off-white or cream color. Actually, I'm going to put this one on the towel rack so it's not hanging on my back while I'm working.
All right, let's see if you can get the rest of the load in, which should be just one
towel
and then wash rags.
Yeah, how many wash rags we'd put in.
And we want to see how these dry, if they come out stiff.
All right, there's a towel. There's the wash rags. Though we might have had to do a second spin on them, but
no, that doesn't seem
way.
yeah.
And then while we're here,
you take that out.
Our filter out, and it did catch fuzz.
It did.
So it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's because we didn't take the coin out the pocket.
Yeah.
Remember, it said to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe we didn't take the fuzz out the pocket. It's a rusty fuzz.
Yeah, it's actually that pink washcloth.
Wash rag, yeah.
Yeah, it was in there. All right, we'll clean that out. So.
All right, back to 5 minutes. Oh, I don't like that. Why is it doing that?
Because I probably don't have it.
You don't have it balanced.
Yeah.
It did say that. It said that if you don't have it balanced, the clothes, well, it'll make that noise. There's no agitator or anything to put it around, right?
No. And tip, the timer keeps going. I'm going to have to reset the timer.
Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
And then the water will be coming out. There it comes. All right, we'll bring you back when we're done.
I'll go clean up.
Okay. So, as far as the Zeny portable washing machine, I think it did a good job.
Yeah.
Now it's more work. It's more work than
just an automatic washer.
Right, because you have to set up the wash, then you have to set up a rinse, and if you're the type of person that needs to rinse more, you might have to set up a second rinse.
Right.
Also, it rusty.
Yeah.
And so all in all, we split the load into two for the spinning. So all in all, our load took 40 minutes. And like I said, our washing machine takes 45. Yeah. So, normal.
The drain drained pretty quickly, so that was pretty good. And it did a pretty good job of draining too.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And I guess I was right in leaving the drain open when you do the spin, because we still had water come out. Even towards the end of the spin, there was still, some minimal amounts of water coming out. Oh, rusty.
They don't like us paying attention to something else. All right. So all in all, I think it's a good buy. If you have a need for something like that, a dorm, an apartment, an off-grid residence,
something to have
a
in
camp.
The garage if you have like rags and stuff that you don't want to wash in your regular washer, because you can end up with grease and chemicals and stuff like that in your regular washer. That'd be actually a really good thing to have. I know when I used to do a lot of work on cars and stuff like that, I always wound up with rags and stuff like that, and had to wash it in a separate wash, and then let the washing machine run just an extra cycle by itself with nothing in it to clean it out, so you didn't end up with stuff on your clothes.
And I don't really know what kind of water conservation it might be compared to a washing machine. I don't know how much water washing machines use.
I have no idea.
At this point, I'd have to look that up.
Not something, fortunately, we have to worry about. We get our water from the Mississippi River, so we don't really have drought conditions here. And then at the camp, we have a well.
So it'll come from there. But that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Assume if you're looking at this, then you are possibly looking at purchasing one of these portable washing machines. The towels did come out very, 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 not dry, but damp, just damp.
Yeah.
And so they're being hung up right now to dry. And so I would assume within a few hours they'll be dry.
Right. They're slightly more damp than when you pull them out of a regular washer, but not.
We could have spun it for another cycle too.
We could have, yeah.
Another 5 minutes.
Could have put it for another 5 minutes, but
we didn't feel like it.
Yeah. They'll dry hanging.
Yeah.
We'll see how they come out. I don't think they're going to come out stiff, especially we put the fabric softener in the rinse cycle, so that'll probably help it out.
I think so.
Because I don't think either one of our mothers ever used fabric softener. I know mine didn't.
Oh, mine did.
Did she?
Oh, absolutely.
Mine didn't. Mine
yes.
strictly did dryer sheets, and that was it.
No, yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I guess that's it.
Yeah. So thank y'all. Have a good day. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.